Kama leo kwamba ODM ya ukweli ni hii mmeona hapa. Ile ODM ingine imewekwa kwa mfuko na William Ruto. Wanafanya mikutano ndani ya hema. Wanachukua vijana, wanawalisha kofia ya ODM. Wanasema delegates, sisi tumeamua na safari imeanza leo hapa Busia kwamba tumejitokeza kulinda chama cha ODM.
Godfrey Osotsi is a man who chooses his words with great precision, and when he speaks, political analysts stop and listen. On February 25, 2026, the Vihiga senator and ODM deputy party leader sat down with political analyst Aman Manyora and delivered what many considered the most explosive accounts yet of how Edwin Sifuna lost the ODM Secretary General position. Osotsi traces the beginning of the plot to December 27, 2025, a date that has since become significant in Kenya's political circle. He revealed that on that day, a high-level meeting took place at President William Ruto's private residence in Kilgoris. The gathering was framed as a central committee session of the ODM party, but Osotsi disclosed that the two of the party's most senior officials were conspicuously absent, himself and Sifuna. Every other National Executive Committee member attended. Osotsi explained how he came to know the reasons for the exclusion. Sooner East Member of Parliament Junaid Mohammed, in a private conversation with Osotsi, disclosed that President Ruto had personally indicated he did not want the two leaders present at the Kilgoris meeting. Osotsi made it clear this was not a rumors circulating within the party corridors. It was information conveyed directly to him by a senior official who had been inside that room. The Kilgoris gathering, Osotsi alleged, was far more consequential than a routine party consultation. Beyond the decision to remove Sifuna from the Secretary General role, the meeting also deliberated on the structure and funding of the ODM Linda Ground Forum, the nationwide rallies championed by the party leader Babu Odinga. According to Osotsi, the budget of these forums, as well as the mandate to hold them, were determined during that same meeting in the presence of President William Ruto. This meant that what was publicly presented as an internal party mobilization effort had, according to Osotsi, been conveyed as resource outside the party's own structures. The pattern of the external influence, Osotsi argued, did not begin or end at Kilgoris. He also pointed to the Central Management Committee meeting held in Kilifi, which resorted to task Oburu with leading ODM into pre-coalition negotiation with President Ruto's United Democratic Alliance. Osotsi stated that the resolution from that Kilifi meeting had also been predetermined at the Kilgoris gathering, meaning that a series of obstinate internal ODM decisions were in his accounts agreed upon at the meeting outside the party institutional framework. The sequence of events leading directly to the next meeting in Mombasa on February 11, 2026, where Sifuna was formally removed, offered further context. On February 6, 2026, Osotsi received a call from Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga, who also serves as an ODM National Executive Chairperson. Wanga handed the phone to Oburu, who requested a meeting. The two sides met at the Nairobi home of party treasurer Timothy Bosire, with trustees Amos Wako also present. During that meeting, leaders agreed to postpone the Mombasa next session to allow the consensus building. A mediation team was also agreed upon to include trustees and senior figures such as Anyang' Nyong'o, Siaya Governor James Orengo, and Bosire himself. However, Oburu indicated he needed to conduct further consultation before confirming the postponement. Osotsi stated that those consultations did not happen within the party structures. Instead, according to him, Oburu and key allies proceeded to State House that same night to consult the president. As the result, both Sifuna and Osotsi stayed away from the Mombasa NEC meeting, waiting for Oburu's confirmation that the session had been delayed. The NEC went ahead anyway, and the resolution to remove Sifuna was passed without the two leaders in the room. On the question of his own survival, Osotsi offered a candid explanation during the same February 25 interview. He stated that the party may have held back from removing him alongside Sifuna because they are both from the Luhya community. Removing two senior Luhya leaders simultaneously, a resource would have carried the appearance of a direct attack on an entire community, a political costly optic. He acknowledged that the pressure on him had not disappeared, describing the situation as an axe that remained suspended in the air. He also reaffirmed his position that Sifuna's removal was procedural invalid and confirmed that the political parties dispute tribunal had agreed, at least provisionally, but issued a conservatory order blocking the implementation of the NEC resolution. Before Sifuna's host became publicly imminent, Osotsi had declared his full solidarity with the embattled Secretary General, stating that if Sifuna was removed, he would also step down from his own position as the deputy party leader. The two leaders subsequently co-founded the Linda Mwananchi movement, which held major rallies in Busia, Kitengela, and Kakamega throughout February 2026 as the factional contest within ODM continue to intensify ahead of the 2027 general election.